fans launched the change.org thing, a petition to have Jon Jones stripped for his title, and it got over 150,000 signatures. It's not gonna do anything.
It's
but
up
that's
to 170,000 now.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything, but it's wild how many people actually participated in it.
I bet it goes over 200,000 now. Because did you see Ariel Helwani's news?
Mm-mm.
Oh wow,
Which one?
Ariel came out and said apparently the UFC, like Jon's not gonna fight because apparently the UFC agreed to the money that Jon was asking for, and he was like, no. So Jon turned it down.
Jon turned down what he asked for.
Yep. He just doesn't want to fight. Yeah, and it becomes this like thing now, like, and you see Conor, we love Conor, but you'll see Conor do it to stay relevant. They'll be like, no, I'm coming back, just to keep him in the news, and they just keep delaying, keep saying it. Then eventually the fan base goes, we're good, man, Mm-hmm. So with Jon, that's kind of what's going on. So Jon Jones gave them a number. They met that number. He said, thanks, but no thanks. That's what happened.
Wow.
But he doesn't want to, Jon's not going to come out and say that because he probably has obligations, signings, appearances. And if you're retired, that kind of, not that he can't still do them, but that money goes down, So, but once this is out, it's like, oh, okay, we got to move on. And poor freaking Tom Aspinall.
Yeah, because it's for his legacy. He wants to be considered absolutely the number one best heavyweight of all time.
You got to move on, though. I said that from the very jump. You gotta move on. It's over, dude. What's this?
So speaking of Jon Jones, John McCarthy, Big John McCarthy, back in the day, said that there was a commissioner that was a jiu-jitsu guy, and he rolled.
So this is Big John. He goes, I went into John's locker room. He's bouncing around having a good time. Says, I've got a question for you. Says, I need somebody. There's an individual there. The individual is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and was working for the commission. He says, someone get on the ground with me. So this guy, being a ground guy, says, yeah, I'll do it for you. I know how to roll. So he goes down and says, put me in guard. And Jon decides to do a sexual act on him.
He doesn't go into what that sexual act is, but anyway.
Jon was saying, what if I do this? This isn't illegal, right? The guy who was on the ground quickly, his eyes went as big as they could. Like, what are you doing? I said, Jon, knock it off. Help the person up. He goes, oh, I'm just joking, but really, what could you do? I could disqualify you for being unsportsmanlike. Go ahead and do it, and let's see what happens. This is why Jon and I never really got along, because I didn't put up with this shit. Coach Greg Jackson comes up and says, Jon, I'm sorry I did that. I said, Greg, it ain't you. He's just a dipshit with a lot of demons.
So a sexual act to a male commissioner.
And that's an extreme definition of a sexual act. Seems like he was fucking around.
I mean, we don't know what if he bit his...
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
There's not much there. There's not a lot of meat on that bone. It's a good story.
All right. Some of these are just going to be kind of silly. How about this one? Did you hear about Cory Sanhagen saying that he actually made $2 million off his OnlyFans?
Every fighter should get on OnlyFans and show their nuts. If that's true. Yeah, I wonder if he's fucking around. Cory Sanhagen's a wild boy. I don't know.
As of late, he's been more like silly.
He's been funny.
Yeah.
Trying to be an influencer.
But
Is he for real?
He said he said he hid his dick, but then he would just show his nuts. And I mean, there's a lot of weird people out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of gay dudes who watch UFC, Chin.
I know.
It's guy on guy. A lot of ground game these days.
Ground gay.
Dude, if I'm in the top 15, I'm showing me nuts. My nuts. I wonder if that's did he actually make $2 million?
He said he did, but I don't know.
Let me see the video. Is he joking when he says it?
Hold on.
Swipe to see video.
Give me a second here.
$2 million in a month on OnlyFans? How did you do that?
No,
you was busting them out over there? What you was doing?
It was literally just my balls. It was just a bunch of pictures
Get
of my
the
balls.
fuck out of here. You put your fucking balls on.
Mike's great.
Get out of here. No, you didn't. Dude.
I would take my dick out of it and just take pictures of my balls.
I gotta tell my wife, I got some really good balls, dude. My balls would do well on there. That's crazy. Get the fuck out of here.
He's drinking
What,
his tequila.
Down in the mountains, busting these mountains down, these Eskimo out there in the hills. That's not what you were doing?
Just my balls.
Just
dude.
your ball? Alright, let's see the ball. You made 2.
I wonder if he actually made $2 million. Corey's not really a guy that bullshits. You know, he's not a guy that like runs with bits. So he might have.
Dude, you can make.
I can't make $2
You can
million.
make. Yeah, you can.
No one would
Holy
see my
crap.
butt.
Well, actually, no. After TRT, it's going to be a little tough.
Yeah, check out these little almonds, baby. Callan can. Well,
Oh yeah, you said.
he has big old balls. I'm not a ball guy, so is size? How's it work? It's just the shape.
They're smooth.
Is it like
maybe?
tits? Like the bigger the better?
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, but tits also, the shape is a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what Callan's problem is? They're red.
What?
What?
They're like almost a maroon.
Maroon? Not.
Yeah, it's like a baboons. I don't know. Let's talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're talking about finding the kid. I wonder if he actually made $2 million. Because every UFC fighter see I go, I'm putting my dick on the internet.
You
$2
could
million.
actually, you can hit him up, right?
Yeah, I could text him
see,
right
yeah.
now. Be like, did you actually make $2 million on your nuts?
That'd be dope if he
Just
actually.
think if you
really did.
showed the shaft, dog.
Yeah. All right. This is Jon Anik kind of revealing. I don't know if he's joking, but he's revealing that Bilal Muhammad would fight Shavkat Rahman. in
Great
October.
freaking fight.
How do you feel about poor Bilal?
How do I? Well, I'm glad that he has an undisputed UFC welterweight championship belt at home, and I'm glad that he's married to the game. And we'll see what Shavkat Rakhmonov has for him in October. Okay, Bilal versus Shavkat in October. There's your breaking news. All right, would you rather?
Yeah, that wasn't a joke. No, that's happening.
Okay.
That's a great freaking fight. It's a tough fight for Shavkat, too. He struggled with Ian Gary. If you struggle with Ian, Bilal might have something heavy for you,
Yeah.
especially if he gets on your back.
Alrighty, and this is just in talks or in the works. Michael Morales, who like pretty much just dominated Gilbert Burns, he'll be fighting, or apparently he'll be fighting Leon Edwards.
Man, they're just doing Edwards dirty, man. That's a tough fucking fight. Morales is a problem.
Yeah, and I'll show you a video of him later. But
This is how it goes. I mean, this is how it goes. You become champ, and then you stick around a little long, and then eventually, like, all right, here's these fucking monsters, these young lions. That's how it goes for everybody. Leon's, he's on the downhill of the career. That's how it goes. And sometimes they'll surprise him, and they throw you another one, eventually you get caught.